The Indo-Pacific is a region of energy and growth, but today it's also a hotspot of rising tension. The South China Sea has become the center of a global power struggle. Nations big and small are watching each other, every move and word scrutinized. The world wonders, can Asia's long peace hold? This isn't just about islands or fishing rights. It's a contest that could define the century. The South China Sea is one of the world's busiest waterways, with trillions in trade passing through. Beneath its waves lie vast reserves of oil and gas, making it a prize many want to control. China claims almost the entire sea, its 9-dash line sweeping deep into Southeast Asia, overlapping with the claims of the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Brunei. This clash of claims has turned the sea into a potential flashpoint. In July 2025, Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels have become more aggressive, using water cannons on Philippine supply boats and swarming disputed reefs. These are not random acts, but part of China's strategy to assert control and push others out. The Philippines protests, but Beijing rarely listens. Smaller nations are rethinking their security, seeking partners and new alliances. Enter a quiet partnership, the Philippines and Taiwan, separated by a narrow strait, but united by a common threat. Their growing cooperation is a direct response to Beijing's pressure. This secret alliance is reshaping the region's security landscape. New dynamics, new risks, and a new chapter in the Indo-Pacific story are unfolding. The stakes are high and the world is watching. The next moves could change the course of history. Some of the most important alliances are built quietly, without fanfare. The Philippines and Taiwan are forging such a partnership, driven by shared concerns over China's growing power. Both are democracies on the front lines of Beijing's ambitions, committed to a free and open Indo-Pacific. Under President Marcos Jr., the Philippines has taken a tougher stance, realizing that action, not just words, is needed. Taiwan, under constant threat from China, sees a friendly Philippines as vital for its own security and survival. Their shared vulnerability is the foundation of their cooperation. Alone, each is weaker than China. Together, they complicate Beijing's calculations. They share intelligence, coordinate actions, and present a more unified front. This partnership signals to China that its aggression is driving its neighbors together. Officially, the Philippines recognizes Beijing, making open cooperation tricky. So, their security ties are managed through unofficial channels, coast guards, think tanks, and backdoor diplomacy. Despite these hurdles, necessity drives creativity. Their quiet alliance is a testament to their determination to defend their sovereignty. In the shadows, a new balance of power is taking shape. China's actions have become a major source of instability in the Indo-Pacific. Over the past decade, Beijing has built artificial islands in disputed waters, equipping them with military facilities. These outposts let China project power far from its shores, shifting the region's military balance. China's salami-slicing strategy avoids open conflict, instead making small, incremental gains. Each move is minor, but together, they add up to a major strategic advantage. This steady pressure wears down smaller neighbors like the Philippines and Vietnam. Filipino fishermen face intimidation, chased from traditional grounds by larger Chinese vessels. The Philippine Navy and Coast Guard play cat and mouse with Chinese ships, often blocked or harassed during resupply missions. China's assertiveness extends to Taiwan, with near-daily incursions by fighter jets and large-scale military drills. The message is clear: China aims to reshape the regional order to fit its interests. For the Philippines and Taiwan, the threat is immediate and real. The contest is about more than territory. It's about the future of the region. Geography shapes destiny, and the Bashi Channel, between the Philippines and Taiwan, is a prime example. This narrow waterway connects the South China Sea to the Pacific, making it a critical choke point for global trade and military movement. For China, it's a vital exit for submarines heading to the deep Pacific. If unfriendly forces control the channel, China's navy could be bottled up. The proximity of the Philippines' Batanes Islands to Taiwan means the two countries together form the walls of this strategic passage. By cooperating, they can monitor and potentially control all traffic through the channel. This gives them leverage against China. The Philippines and the US have increased their focus on Batanes, upgrading facilities, and conducting joint exercises. These moves send a clear signal. The allies are ready to defend this choke point. The Bashi Channel is now a physical link in the Manila-Taipei partnership. It's a new focal point in the region's power struggle. The Philippines and Taiwan security cooperation is discreet, often channeled through their coast guards. Officially, it's about maritime safety and crime prevention, but the real motivation is strategic. Intelligence sharing is key. Taiwan's advanced surveillance and the Philippines' growing capabilities combine for a clearer picture of Chinese movements. Quiet joint training and exercises build trust and interoperability, crucial in a crisis. These are small, unpublicized encounters at sea, framed as routine but vital for coordination. Taiwan shares expertise and technology, helping the Philippines modernize its coast guard. This capacity building strengthens both partners. The partnership is about readiness, preparing for challenges that may come. In the shadows, they're building a more resilient defense. Quiet cooperation is making a big difference in the region's security. The Philippines-Taiwan partnership is backed by two major players, the US and Japan. Both see Indo-Pacific stability as vital and are alarmed by China's assertiveness. The US-Philippines alliance, anchored by the Mutual Defense Treaty, has been revitalized, with new US access to northern Philippine bases near Taiwan. This boosts the allies' ability to respond quickly to crises. Japan, while not a treaty ally, is a key security partner, providing patrol vessels and radar systems to the Philippines. Large-scale exercises like Balikatan, often including Australia and the UK, improve coordination and send a strong deterrent message to China. This external support gives the Philippines the confidence to stand up to pressure. The region's security is now a team effort. The message, aggression will be met with unity. China views the growing ties between the Philippines, Taiwan, the US, and Japan as a threat. Beijing accuses Manila of being a US pawn and warns of instability. In response, China has ramped up patrols and military drills, especially around Taiwan. The Philippines faces a tough balancing act: defend its sovereignty without provoking a devastating conflict. China is a major trading partner, and open confrontation would be costly. Manila's strategy: be firm but not provocative. It protests China's actions, publicizes aggression, and seeks international support. At the same time, it keeps communication channels open with Beijing to manage disputes. It's a high-stakes tightrope walk, where one misstep could have serious consequences. The region's peace hangs in the balance. Every decision matters. The South China Sea dispute is a tangled conflict over territory and resources. China's sweeping 9-line claim overlaps with the exclusive economic zones of the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. In 2016, an international tribunal sided with the Philippines, rejecting China's historic rights claim. China ignored the ruling, continuing to build up its military presence. The result: international law on one side, power on the other. The South China Sea is a superhighway for global trade. 1/3 of shipping passes through. Any conflict here would disrupt supply chains and spike prices worldwide. The stakes are global, not just regional. The world can't afford a crisis in these waters. As tensions simmer, new alliances like the Philippines-Taiwan partnership are reshaping the Indo-Pacific. These defensive coalitions aim to deter aggression and protect sovereignty. Diplomacy continues, but progress is slow. ASEAN's talks with China on a code of conduct have dragged on for years. China prefers voluntary guidelines. ASEAN wants binding rules. The region faces two forces: strengthening alliances and China's assertiveness. The Philippines and Taiwan show that smaller nations have agency. They're shaping their own destiny. The world is watching to see if these alliances and diplomacy can keep the peace. The future of the Indo-Pacific hangs in the balance.